Hello community, welcome to the most anticipated 100% competition review of all time, Sapienza, one of my favorite maps, and I'm sure it's truly one of your favorite maps as well. Everybody's first love when you start playing Hitman, and how could it not be? It's like having a stripper girlfriend. It's easy and fun to play with, freedom of approach is plenty, it's very versatile, allows you to do pretty much anything and everything you want. It's really not that complicated, it has a lot of satisfaction, but very little refinement. And overall, when I talk about the mansion area first, because let's face it, it is the main area of the map where all the action sort of tends to happen, it is amazing. It is the best of the series, nothing comes close. Santa Fortuna doesn't come close, Hog's Bay doesn't come close, Haven Island shouldn't even be mentioned in the same breath as the mansion area in Sapienza. It's fucking abominable how fucked that map was. But when it comes to Sapienza, truly not just one of the best maps of the 2016, but also one of the best maps of the series by far. It truly is phenomenal, and by far, in my opinion, one of the best maps ever made in Hitman, period. It's genuinely very, very well made. When it comes to the ruins, when it comes to the underground facility, when it comes to the sewers, the church, the docks, the bathrooms, the apartment buildings, the cafe, I mean, you name it, it's a huge map. But there's so much freedom of approach. There's so many ways to tackle any objective that you want to tackle and sort of go around it, which is why it has so many side missions and so many elusive targets, more than pretty much any other map in Hitman ever. And there's a very good reason for that, is because the map is created in such a way that allows you to do pretty much anything you want. It truly is phenomenal. The camera rooms in particular I'm not too fond of. There is one sort of at the top of the mansion, there's one in the underground facility, very easy to get to, and there's also one in the church. I'm not a big fan of them because overall they're kind of difficult to get to. The underground facility is probably your best bet, but even then it's going to be very difficult to get rid of the evidence without causing chaos, without causing panic. So overall, I'm not a huge fan of the way they were created, but still, it is pretty decent. The whole virus area, at least there is a very easy stalagmite that you can use to take down, so that sort of takes care of it as well. It's really not that piss poor. And overall, with the map, having to rate it, I mean, what else can I give this map? It's a fucking 10 out of 10. It's one of the best of all time. It is amazing, and there's no way to go around it. Like, every other map that I've spoken to up to this point had a lot of flaws. Colorado, Bangkok, Marrakesh, I mean, it was just on and on and on. Shit that just made me go fucking crazy. But this map's phenomenal. This map is truly one of the best. I loved every moment of exploring this map and getting to know it, and it doesn't deserve a single thing under a 10 out of 10. It is fucking perfect. Next up, we're off to the target, starting with Francesca DeSantis, the cougar herself. She's such a great target, honestly. She's very easy to isolate in the office. She can also be killed very easily with an electrocution kill on the roof. You can also use a propane flask and kill her that way. You can use the DNA virus that Silvio has created in his bedroom to kill her. You can also get the detective to call her and she's gonna make her way to the dock. You can kill her with a cannon, silent assassin shoot only. You can also destroy the virus to get her into the underground facility, and there you can kill her both with the virus. You can also kill her with a stalagmite. There's so many things you can do with Francesca. She's a very creative target. And Silvio Caruso is no slouch himself. He's very easy to isolate in the cinema room. You can kill him with a bow in the cinema room. You can also shoot him from long range with a sniper rifle through the telescope. You can also blow him up with a cannon, both on the way out with the airplane as well as when he's playing golf, and you're gonna keep your silent assassin shoot only. You can also shoot a chandelier on top of his head in the dining room. There's so many possibilities with these targets. They're a 10 out of 10. They're phenomenal. They're so creatively made, so like every time you go into the map, you can do different things, you can try new things. They're awesome, awesome targets, and they deserve nothing less than a 10 out of 10. However, the problem is the virus is just an absolute fucking abortion. It's awful. The virus truly is where we start to shit the bed because it's so piss poorly made, honestly. The fact that you have to take care of it either by shooting it from long range, which is very difficult to do, or shooting the stalagmite, you have to go into the underground facility to take care of it. That really is bad because it wastes a lot of time. It sort of does not allow you to do proper long-range kills like with the cannon kills, as well as with the sniper rifle kills. The fact that you have to go back all the way to the virus area, to the underground facility, really does sort of destroy the whole vibe from what you're trying to do, and it really does drag the targets down in my opinion. Still, I will give them a 9 out of 10. They are pretty good overall. However, they're not perfect. Next up, we're off to the challenges. These challenges in particular here, they're the classic ones. I don't have to comment about them. But right here, the bells are ringing. For this one, you either are gonna have to look for a contract and get it very easily, or you can also do the landslide side mission, and you also can do it like that. There's a specific position where basically when Marco Abbiati meets with the priest, where he's gonna be under the tower, under the bell tower, and then you can just shoot the bell and it's gonna fall directly on top of him. And in fact, that's one of his main assassinations, is to shoot the bell on top of him. So that is one way of also getting that challenge to do. From the church tower with a sniper rifle, this is very simple. You can do it for pretty much any target you like. It's very, very easy to do. Eye for an eye. So for here, as you are in the church tower, you're going to shoot the radio box for the mansion, the Sapienza mansion, and Silvio Cruz is gonna make his way to the telescope, and when he does look through the telescope, just shoot the telescope and the bullet is gonna travel all the way through the telescope and get him in the eye. And that's one way very efficiently of taking care of him. Propane. One easy way to do this is to give Francesca De Santis the DNA sample that Silvio Cruz has. The DNA sample is located in the safe, and there's the safe codes are right outside her office. You can just pick it up, get to the top floor, basically get it from the safe and then give it to her, and she'll go where this place is, and you can just eliminate her from there. It's very, very easy to do. Cliff diving, this is very simple. All you have to do is basically poison the spaghetti, and when you poison the spaghetti, he's gonna go to throw up right around the cliffs, and you can just shove him out of there. Antique cannon, for this one, you're gonna have to basically get the detective and Francesca to meet. So you're just gonna turn on the radio where the detective is, he's gonna call her, they're gonna meet, and when they meet, you have to make your way to the ruins and kill her from there. It's a very simple, it takes a long time, but it's very simple. Bring down the sky, this is one of the easiest things in the world. All you have to do is shoot the electronic box that's right outside the mansion, and then when Silvio goes to check what's going on, he's gonna walk right under this ball, and then you just shoot it and you kill him. It's very easy. This is a very simple mission story, so there's not much to talk about. Caving in. So for this one, you're gonna have to destroy the virus first. First destroy the virus. When she goes to investigate what's happened with the virus, you shoot the stalagmite. I've already shown you in one of my videos how to do that. It's really not that hard, but it does take a while. Withering the garden. This is a mission story, nothing crazy about it, not too difficult. Get your heads dirty. Mission story, very simple. I'm on fire. Basically for this one, she's gonna confront Silvio Caruso about the DNA, and when she does, you can just kill them both. She's gonna stand at the place where she destroys it, the fireplace. What's your poison? That's very simple. It's from the kitchen. My name is Hurl. This is any emetic device, any emetic syringe, any emetic anything, just put it on Francesca and you can get an easy drowning kill. But another easy way to get a drowning kill on Francesca is to simply enter the bathroom and then just do a coin distraction. Literally, just distract her with the coin inside of the bathroom and you can drown her. You don't even have to poison her, just they put a bunch of coins basically making their way into the bathroom, and that's an easy way of getting it. Shocking, this is the easiest thing you can do. I think I've shown how to do this. This is very, very simple. Barbecue session, not difficult to do whatsoever. There's a canister right on top of the house on the roof. You pick it up, you throw it in, and you get a very simple kill. This, you're gonna be doing it with a cannon. It's gonna take a while, but it's not difficult. This is very, very easy to do. The knife is in the cinema room. It's very easy to get. Explosive golf ball with a disguise. It's very simple. Fatal reactions will take a while, but it's not difficult whatsoever. Boogie, shooting him on antique cannon. This one is extremely easy as well because, you know, you just make your way where the ruins are, load up the cannon, and when he's playing golf, you just shoot it and you keep your sound to and you can do it shoot only. It's simple, it's easy, nothing too difficult to worry about. 45 therapy, this is basically you have to shoot him while you are talking to him, I believe as the doctor. You have to just shoot him and that's gonna take care of it. It's really nothing crazy. Phantom of the Mansion, he's gonna go sort of check on the food. Which is like on the main area, which is, I believe, takes place when he exits the laptop area, the cinema area, and he's gonna come check it and just shoot at the chandelier. It falls right on top of his head. This poisoning the drink, this is very simple. This is a mission story, not difficult whatsoever, and the personal touch I've already shown, nothing crazy here. Discovery, simple stuff. This takes a while, but it's not hard. This is actually kind of fun. The Living Dead, you just have to pretend that you're dead until the female scientist and the bodyguard sort of make their way past you, and that's how you unlock it. It's very simple. Unleash the Kraken from the church tower, from the top. You're gonna shoot up a bunch of bells. The bells are positioned on the ship, and when you shoot the bells correctly, a Kraken is gonna appear and it's gonna take the ship. It's pretty simple stuff. This is a disguise, this is a lab keycard, very easy to get. This is a mission story to make him go crazy. Special delivery, this is just a disguise. Already talked about this. Double jointed. So for the marijuana, this is very difficult to get. One of them, there's a hippie, and the hippie is positioned above the lawyer, and that's where we're gonna find one piece of marijuana. Another piece of marijuana is where the ruins are. It's just laying there. It's kind of hard to find, I'm not gonna lie to you. But basically you have to find the two, and one for Silvio, one for Francesca, and that's how you get those challenges. The family affair, this is inside of the telescope area. That's where we're gonna find this particular thing, the video. That's where it's positioned. Underground, this is simple. Watch the skies. You just have to open the telescope. This is right above the cinema room. It's very easy to get to. And then Therapist 47, self-explanatory, just the disguise. For the feats, push a target into a wishing well. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to do a contract. I don't remember any of the side missions even having one. I'm pretty sure this is a contract. Luck alone is worthless. You're gonna have to throw 5 coins into this thing. So into the fountain, basically in the center of town, and the way to do that is just take up a bunch of coins there's different places you can find in Silvio's in his sort of pool area. You can find a bunch of coins. It's not a pool area, it's like a fountain that he's got that sort of makes your way into the basement. There's a bunch of coins there. There's also like a bunch of coins in the toilets and stuff like that. So yeah, not difficult to do. Pipe down, this is stupid, this is unnecessary. It's an inside joke in IO that nobody finds funny. I don't know why it's even here. Simple stuff. This is simple as well, nothing crazy. This is all mission stories. This is another thing that, like, I don't know what the point of this was. I don't know why they had it makes no sense to be in the game, because what's the point? You're just dumping 3 bodies in a container. I don't get it. But someone in IO thought it was funny, I guess, so they decided to do it. And this, the evacuation, is a part of a mission story. Priest, do not harm or pacify the priest. Okay, so the way you do this, in the basement of the church there's a room that's locked, so you need a key, either a key or a lockpick, and you just unlock the door. It's literally in the basement of the church, and inside that's the camera room, and there's also a disguise of a priest, and that's how you do this challenge. Love triangle, this is self-explanatory. Mission story, and grave robber is the final one. Okay, so nothing too difficult in my opinion. Some of them are a little annoying, but still. I'll give the challenges a 7 out of 10, because most of them were fun, some of them were unnecessary. The marijuana one was very, very difficult and time-taking. Some of them, the knockouts part and stuff like that, like dress like the plumber and knock a bunch, that's just stupid. Some challenges definitely are more annoying than anything else. However, for the most part, it wasn't that big of a deal. Most of them were okay, so 7 out of 10, that's about the best I can give it. Next up, it's the mastery unlocks, and we're starting with the motor lethal syringe. There's already 4 lethal syringes in the game as of this moment that I'm aware of. So really nothing crazy going on. Motor lethal syringe is pretty much, there's just so many variants already. It's great, don't get me wrong, it's one of the best things you can unlock, but there's quite a bit of lethal syringes already sort of going around. This is a non-silenced assault rifle. I don't have to say anything more. Combat knife, it's just a lethal melee, not even the best lethal melee, the screwdriver's better, so I don't know. Remote auto destruction, again, never used it, I don't even think they work properly, so I don't know. Not my thing. The big one, this is a great distraction. You throw it and everyone looks in the direction of where you threw it, but unlike a coin, they're gonna keep looking. It's gonna distract them for much longer than a coin would. It's gonna distract them for a long time. So you just throw it and they're gonna keep looking at it for a while, so you can just move through freely. It's, for certain situations, I'm sure it's fine, but overall, its usefulness is rather limited. Then we have a non-silenced shotgun. I don't have to say more. Remote breaching charge, this is an absolute lifesaver when you find yourself in need. Anytime you have to do a featured contract or an escalation that requires an explosion, this is pretty much your best bet, unless you have to find like a propane flask. This is pretty much the second best thing you can get. It's very easy to sort of do explosive kills and keep your silent assassin when you have this thing equipped, because it's a silent explosion. You just place it on the body, you pull the trigger, and it's as simple as that. It's great, it's phenomenal. There's already one in Hitman 3 that you unlock from featured contracts, very easy to get. But the remote breaching charge is an absolute OG of the game. It's a great, great item. I have nothing bad to say about it. Jaeger 7 Lancer. It has a slowdown time, it has a zoom, and it has penetrating perk, but it has no silencer, which makes it useless, completely useless, because no silencer, and on top of that it has an animation when it's being taken out of the briefcase. So the most important things, the silencer and the animation, are gone. And yes, it does have a slowdown, it does have a little bit of a zoom, only 2 times zoom. So overall, it's one of the absolute worst sniper rifles in the game. I will never recommend you to use this. This is one of the absolute worst in the game. It's horrible, it's awful, it's putrid. Don't even look at it, is the best advice I can give you. Just stay away. And then we get an emetic syringe, and the emetic syringe in Hitman 3 honestly is almost completely useless. The emetic gas device, the seeker, all the emetic grenades, all of that is gonna be better. And emetic syringe, it just, for what it was worth back in the day, it was great. For Hitman 3 standards, after Haven Island especially, the emetic syringe has really fallen off when it comes to usefulness. And overall, looking at this whole package, the best I can give it is a 4 out of 10. The remote breaching charge is an MVP, it's great, the big one can be useful for certain things. Outside of that, I'm not seeing anything even remotely that useful. Modern little syringe is great as well, but there's already so many reskins of it. So overall, just for that, just for the modern little syringe, for the remote breaching charge, and also for the big one, which can be somewhat useful sometimes, 4 out of 10. That's the absolute best I can give it though. Final section is gonna be stability, and I have to say at the beginning of Hitman 3's lifecycle, there was a big problem with doors not opening. Any door that required a keycard just wouldn't open. That was a very big problem. It has been fixed since, which is good. However, the problem with Sapienza is because of all the side content, all the side missions, all the escalations and etc. It's almost impossible to have a 100% stability, just there's so much stuff going on. And I have seen some bugs that are yet to be ironed out. Nothing crazy, nothing too wild. But the map is not perfect. However, it is pretty decent, so I will give it a 9 out of 10. It is pretty good. And overall, when we combine all of the numbers together, we're gonna end up with a 3.9 out of 5. And with that, we've come to the end of the review. However, this is not the final time I'll be talking about Sapienza. I have a very special video coming out in just a couple of days that will tell you all about it. And also, before you leave, I'm gonna need you to get an expensive tuxedo and make sure you're staying incognito, because the next time we see each other, we'll be interfering with the Sanguine Fashion Show for a 100% competition review of Paris. Until that day comes, however, please, if you enjoyed, do leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and more than anything else, thank you very much for watching.